On the back, the tables they give us determine whether each relationship is a direct variation. If so, state the constant of proportionality. So if it changes by the same amount each time. And remember, yep, we got to do our change in y over the change in x. Y goes on top, x is on the bottom. So let's first look at the y value. That's this miles here. So 120 to 240. And we can find that difference by subtracting them. So like 360 minus 300. 60. 300 minus 240. 60. 240 minus 180. 60. So my change in y is 60. I can put that up there. That's my top number. And then my change in x. So 6 to 8.
2.
8 to 10. And then 10 to 12. So 60 over 2. And I want to make that smaller. I want to reduce that down. Or divide it, technically. So what's the constant of proportionality going to be?
It's going to be
60 divided by 2. 60 over 2. Good. 30 over 1 or just 30?
Oh, they said 31.
No, 30 over 1. So what that means is it's going to take 30 miles on 1 gallon. So I can go 30 miles on 1 gallon.
I get you, Blake.
Then on number 4, same thing. I want my y, the change in y to go on top, change in x to go on the bottom. My change in y, my temperature is going up just 1 degree each time. 82 to 83, 84 to 85. So my change in y is 1. Then my change in x, 10 to 11, 11 to 12, also going up by 1.
So the answer would be 1.
1. And what that means is it's like changing 1 degree every minute.
Ooh.
So the temperature is rising 1 degree every minute. Okay, next one, number 5. Same idea. We want to put our y on top, x on the bottom. And we want to see that difference in our y value. So since these are bigger numbers, off to the side somewhere, if you want to subtract them, work it out. 5250 minus 4,000.
1,250.
That'd be 1,250. And just to make sure they're the same, I'm going to go ahead and do the next pair of numbers also. So 4,000 minus 2,750. And that's 1,250. So my change in y looks like it's 1,250, and that's talking about dollars, some money. The x value is talking about the number of payments. So 6 to 11, the change is 5. 11 to 16, the change is 5.
I see a person
5.
up there.
Huh?
I got 250. Distraction.
Good.
You were standing right
So it's $1,250 over 5 payments. So that's what it's going to cost for 5 payments. So how much is it going to cost for 1 payment?
250.
Good. And how did you get that?
By dividing 5,
1,000.
0 by 5.
Okay. By dividing the 1,250 by 5. Perfect. So it's 250 for 1 payment. Okay. Now the graph again. The number of miles traveled varies directly with the number of hours. So miles and number of hours. So what is the rate of change? That word, same thing. We're doing the same thing. They're just asking for rate of change now, but remember that means the same. So I still want to figure out what my change, my vertical change is over my horizontal change. So I'm going to use that first little dot there. So what's your vertical change? It went from 0 to 50, right?
0 to 50.
So my miles changed by 50. And then your change in x, 0 to 1.
That would be 50 over 1. Right?
Yep. So 50 miles in 1 hour, or 50.
Wow. I know this.
Dustin's car can travel about 30 miles on 1 gallon of gas. Make a table to show the distance traveled after 1, 2, 3, and 4 gallons of gas. Is there a variation? So the same thing, they already did our table for us. They didn't fill in the graph, so we can do that. Remember, that's your x value, that's our y value. So 130 about.
30 over 1.
260, yep. 3 would be 90, and 4, 120. So my change in y is 30. Goes up by 30 each time. And my change in x is just 1. Plus 1, plus 1, plus 1.
It's 30.
So it's 30, which is what they told you in the beginning. 30 miles in 1 gallon.
That's a lot.